friends, I'm Tina. Welcome back to Whispering Cottage Home. Today, we're stepping into Grandmother's cottage in fall, a home where patchwork quilts come down from the linen cupboard, faded florals mingle with warm autumn colour, and familiar old treasures make every room feel ready for the season. And as we look around, I'll show you practical ways to bring that feeling into your own home without buying an entirely new collection of fall decor. We'll use quilts, floral patterns, old dishes, natural branches, baskets, lamps, and family pieces to create rooms that feel full of autumn but still comfortable, orderly, and easy to live in. Sometimes the best seasonal decorating is already in the house. Before we begin, I'd love to know, did your mother or grandmother have a quilt, floral chair, old mixing bowl, or fall decoration you still remember? Tell me about it in the comments. I always enjoy hearing the stories behind the things we keep. One of the easiest ways to begin a cottage-style fall refresh is with a quilt. Not 5 quilts, just one good one. Maybe it's a hand-pieced quilt with cranberry red, faded but clean cornflower, blue, butter, yellow, and little sprigs of green. Fold it lengthwise across the back of a cream sofa. Place it at the foot of a guest bed, or let one corner soften the arm of an old maple rocking chair. Then look closely at the colours already inside it. If the quilt has cranberry red, repeat that colour once in a small pillow and again in a bowl of apples. If it has golden yellow, bring that shade into a lampshade, chrysanthemums, or a checked tablecloth. Repeating a colour 2 or 3 times makes the room feel connected. The eye understands that those pieces belong together. And remember those heavy quilts that came out when the evenings finally turned cool? Sometimes they were stacked in the hallway cupboard beside embroidered pillowcases and sheets that had been ironed before anyone thought ironing sheets was unusual. That memory can become useful home decor today. The trick is to let the quilt lead instead of adding every traditional autumn colour at once. Now let's bring in the florals. Grandmother's house rarely had only one pattern. There might have been roses on the curtains, a striped chair nearby, and a little checked cloth covering the kitchen table. Yet somehow it worked. The secret is scale. If you have a large cabbage rose floral on a chair or curtain, pair it with a smaller pattern, such as gingham, a narrow stripe, or a tiny scattered floral. Two large competing prints can make a room restless, but one large pattern beside one smaller pattern gives the eye somewhere to settle. Keep one or two colours in common too. A cream and rose floral chair can sit beautifully beside a French blue checked pillow if that same blue appears in a few leaves, a ceramic bowl, or a piece of wall art nearby. Do you have a floral cushion tucked away because you weren't sure what matched it? Try pulling one colour directly from the fabric instead of trying to match the entire pattern. It's a simple interior design trick, and it works especially well in cottage style because the room can stay colourful without becoming confusing. The kitchen is where fall decorating can become practical. Think of the farmhouse kitchen many of us remember. A Pyrex bowl in the cabinet, a wooden recipe box near the telephone, an enamel colander, perhaps a cotton dish towel hanging from the oven handle. Those everyday things were useful first and decorative second. We can borrow that idea. Set a wooden bowl of apples or pears on the kitchen table. Place 2 or 3 stoneware crocks together near the pantry, but leave part of the counter completely open for cooking. Fold a cheerful plaid towel beside an old mixing bowl rather than covering the whole kitchen with tiny pumpkins. That open space matters. Good kitchen storage and home organization make seasonal decorating look better because the useful areas of the room still function. For an affordable home upgrade, try switching one ordinary textile rather than changing the entire kitchen. a cranberry striped runner, a small floral cafe curtain, or seat cushions in a warm checked fabric can give a farmhouse kitchen a clear autumn direction for very little cost. And I'd love to ask you something here. What is the one kitchen item from years ago that you wish you still had? A Pyrex bowl? Grandma's canister set? Her recipe box? Tell me below. I have a feeling we're going to recognize a few of the same things. Next, let's look at the hutch, mantel, or open shelf. This is where vintage home decor can become either beautifully collected or simply crowded. Choose a few pieces with different heights. For example, place an old transferware platter behind a small stack of books. Then add an amber glass vase filled with clipped autumn branches. On the opposite side, perhaps use a brass lamp or a little framed family photograph. Then stop. Leave some wood showing. That empty space around the objects is what allows us to notice them. Grouping pieces in odd numbers, often 3, also feels more natural than lining up 6 little objects in a row. Our eyes read the group as one composition instead of an inventory. And don't feel that everything must be traditionally 4. Grandmother probably didn't pack away her blue dishes in September. Blue and white china can stay on the hutch while cranberry berries, golden leaves, or rust-coloured chrysanthemums bring in the season. Keeping familiar year-round pieces makes the home feel lived in rather than temporarily decorated. The last layer should be the lightest one. Add a basket beside the reading chair with one folded quilt inside. Set a small lamp on the end table where someone could actually read in the evening. Bring in branches of maple leaves, mums, asters, dried grasses, apples, pears, or a simple pitcher of late garden flowers. Then add one small sign of everyday life, maybe reading glasses beside an open book, a recipe card propped near the flower canister, a half-finished piece of needlework beside the chair, just one or two. These details keep farmhouse decor from looking like a showroom display. Lighting matters here too. During fall, table lamps at different heights can soften the room in the late afternoon without making everything dark or brown. Cream lampshades, Polished brass, warm honeywood, and colourful textiles reflect enough light to keep the room cheerful. That's the balance we're after. Autumn richness without gloom, old treasures without clutter, and home decor ideas that still leave room for ordinary life. Grandmother's cottage didn't need a truckload of seasonal decorations to tell us fall had arrived. A quilt came out. Apples appeared on the table. The floral chair looked a little prettier beside a lamp glowing before supper. And suddenly, the whole house knew the season had changed. I hope today's decorating ideas have inspired you to look through your own cupboards, linen closets, and family treasures before buying something new. Sometimes the piece that gives a room its heart has been waiting there for years. If you enjoyed our visit today, please give the video a like and subscribe to Whispering Cottage Home. And before you go, tell me in the comments which fall treasure you would bring into your room first. Until next time, take good care, friends, and keep making your home a place filled with beauty, usefulness, and memories.